All India Radio presents Morning News. Good morning. I am Saira Mujtaba and with me is VC Pramod. The headlines. Prime Minister Narendra Modi reviews construction work of Ram Temple in Ayodhya. Says Lord Ram is inspiration behind Sabka Saath, Sabka Vikas. Ayodhya sets Guinness World Record by lighting over 15 lakh diyas on the eve of Diwali. Festival of Lights Diwali being celebrated across the country today. Deep depression over Bay of Bengal intensifies into cyclonic storm Sitrang to make landfall at Bangladesh coast tomorrow morning. Boris Johnson decides not to contest for UK Prime Minister's post. Rishi Sunak moves a step closer to become Britain's next Prime Minister. India beat arch rival Pakistan by 4 wickets in T20 World Cup in a nail-biting finish at Melbourne. Prime Minister Narendra Modi lauds India's well-fought victory over Pakistan, makes special mention of Virat Kohli for his spectacular innings. And teenager Aman Sehrawat becomes first Indian wrestler to win gold medal at Under-23 World Wrestling Championships in Spain. And now the news in detail. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has reviewed the progress of the ongoing construction work of the Ram Temple in Ayodhya. Mr. Modi also offered prayers to Ram Lalla at the Ram Janmabhoomi complex yesterday and performed Aarti of the deity with full Vedic rituals. The Prime Minister performed the Rajyabhishek of Bhagwan Sri Ram. Mr. Modi also inaugurated the Deepotsav celebrations in Ayodhya on the eve of Diwali. He offered Aarti at New Ghat Saryu River in Ayodhya. Over 15 lakh diyas lit up on the banks of Saryu River in Ayodhya. This marked a new milestone in the Guinness Book of World Records. Addressing the gathering in Ayodhya, Mr. Modi said, Sri Ram Lala's darshan and then Rajyabhishek of King Ram, this good fortune is obtained only by the grace of Lord Ram. He said when Sri Ram is consecrated, the ideals and values of Lord Ram become firm in us. Lord Ram is the inspiration behind Sabka Saath, Sabka Vikas. He took everyone along and did not leave anyone behind.
आजादी के इस अमृत काल में भगवान राम जैसी संकल्प शक्ति देश को नई ऊंचाई पर ले जाएगी। भगवान राम ने अपने वचन में, अपने विचारों में, अपने शासन में, अपने प्रशासन में जिन मूल्यों को घड़ा वो सबका साथ, सबका विकास की प्रेरणा है और सबका विश्वास, सबका प्रयास का आधार भी है.
Mr. Modi said Lord Ram is called Maryada Purushottam. Maryada teaches us to have respect and to give respect. And Maryada is the realization of the duty itself. Ram does not leave anyone behind. Ram does not turn away his face from duty. Ram therefore embodies the spirit of India, which believes that our rights are self-evident by our duties, he said. Mr. Modi said this Deepavali has come at a time when we have completed 75 years of independence. He added that Sankalp Shakti of Lord Ram will take India to new heights. The Prime Minister also highlighted the developmental projects being carried out at Ayodhya.
अयोध्या के विकास के लिए हजारों करोड़ रुपए की नई योजनाएं शुरू की गई है. सड़कों का विकास हो रहा है, चौराहों और घाटों का सौंदर्यीकरण हो रहा है, नए इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर बन रहे हैं. अयोध्या रेलवे स्टेशन के साथ साथ वर्ल्ड क्लास एयरपोर्ट का निर्माण भी किया जाएगा. यानी कनेक्टिविटी और अंतर्राष्ट्रीय पर्यटन का लाभ इस पूरे क्षेत्र को मिलेगा. अयोध्या के विकास के साथ साथ रामायण सर्किट के विकास पर भी काम चल रहा है.
The Prime Minister arrived in Ayodhya to take part in the Deepotsav celebrations yesterday. Mr. Modi was welcomed by Uttar Pradesh Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath and Governor Anandiben Patel. UP Chief Minister said Deepotsav of Ayodhya started 6 years ago with the guidance and inspiration of Prime Minister Narendra Modi. This festival of Uttar Pradesh became a festival of the country. Today it is touching new heights of success. Festival of Lights Diwali is being celebrated across the country with traditional fervour and gaiety today. The festival, which marks the victory of good over evil, is celebrated by lighting up houses, temples and other public places. People also worship the goddess of wealth, Lakshmi, on the occasion.
of Lights Diwali is being celebrated with full enthusiasm. Temples, houses and different markets in the city have been decorated with colorful lights and flowers. Our correspondent reports that in view of the rising air pollution in Delhi, the city government has also started anti-firecracker campaign Diya Jalao Patake Nahi to promote a pollution-free festival of Diwali.
Various measures have been taken by Delhi government to curb air pollution in the city. It has already banned the storage, sale and use of all types of firecrackers in the national capital till 1st of January next year. As per Delhi government order, those found indulging in storage, production and sale of crackers will have to pay a fine of 5,000 rupees and imprisonment of 3 years as well. Besides, those found bursting firecrackers will also be imposed a fine of 200 rupees and imprisonment of 6 months. The city government has also formed 408 teams to enforce the ban on firecrackers, which include 210 teams of Delhi Police and 165 teams of Revenue Department. Anand Kumar, AIR News, Delhi.
Maharashtra celebrates Diwali in a distinct way. The 5-day-long festivities are associated with religious, social, cultural and literary traditions of the state. As we are listening to this bulletin, families in Maharashtra are attending early morning musical concerts called Diwali Pahet. Today's morning Muhurat marks the victory of Lord Sri Krishna over demon Narakasura. As a symbol of this victory, the houses are lit up with oil lamps and colorful rangolis at the porch. People have an Abhyangan Snan or the ritual bath as per the custom, following special Diwali snacks with all the family members. The state also has a distinctive tradition of Diwali Anks, which are special magazines released during Diwali, a literary treat for Mathari readers amid the festivity. A renowned Sanskrit scholar and writer Dhanashri Lele gave insight on the tradition of Diwali Ank to the listeners of All India Radio. She said,
1909 में पहला दिवाली मैगजीन छपा था जिसका नाम था मासिक मनोरंजन और उसके संपादक थे काशीनाथ आसगांवकर। तब यहाँ पर अंग्रेजों का शासन था और क्रिसमस के अवसर पर एक स्पेशल मैगजीन छपा करता था। तो वो देखकर काशीनाथ जी को ऐसे लगा कि क्यों न हम दिवाली के अवसर पर ऐसा ही एक मैगजीन छापें और तब से यह परंपरा शुरू है और आज यानी 113 वर्ष के बाद महाराष्ट्र में 400 से भी अधिक दिवाली अंक छपते हैं और करोड़ों लोगों तक वो पहुंचते हैं।
President Draupadi Murmu and Vice President Jagdeep Dhankar have greeted the nation on the occasion of Diwali. In her message, Ms. Murmu said, Diwali is a festival of happiness and joy. On the day of Diwali, people worship Goddess Lakshmi in their homes and pray for everyone's happiness and prosperity. She said the festival of Diwali is also an occasion to further strengthen the spirit of mutual cooperation and harmony. She added that the light of Diwali symbolizes the knowledge that dispels all the darkness of inner and outer ignorance. The President hoped that the spirit of helping the underprivileged grow deep in the minds of people and asked people to continue the tradition of Shubh and Labh. In his message, Vice President Jagdeep Dhankar said Deepavali signifies the advent of Ram Rajya, which is the ideal of benign and benevolent governance. He said the festival reaffirms belief in the virtuous life of Lord Ram. He hoped the festival of lights bring wisdom, piety, prosperity and peace into everyone's lives. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has extended greetings to everyone on the occasion of Diwali. In a tweet, Mr. Modi said that Diwali is associated with brightness and radiance. He wished that this auspicious festival will further the spirit of joy and well-being in people's lives. The Prime Minister expressed hope that people will have a wonderful Diwali with family and friends. Home Minister Amit Shah has extended best wishes to all the countrymen on the occasion of Deepavali. In a tweet, Mr. Shah wished that this festival of lights brings happiness, health and prosperity in everyone's life. The Home Ministry has cancelled the Foreign Contribution Regulation Act FCRA licenses of the Rajiv Gandhi Foundation and the Rajiv Gandhi Charitable Trust for alleged violation of laws. These two NGOs are currently being headed by former Congress President Sonia Gandhi. Official sources said that the FCRA licenses have been cancelled after carrying out an investigation against these NGOs. The Home Ministry had formed an interministerial committee in 2020 to investigate certain irregularities regarding alleged manipulation of documents while filing income tax or misuse or laundering of money received from foreign countries.
You are listening to the Morning News on All India Radio. A reminder of the headlines before we move on. Prime Minister Narendra Modi reviews construction work of Ram Temple in Ayodhya. Says Lord Ram is inspiration behind Sabka Saath, Sabka Vikas. Ayodhya sets Guinness World Record by lighting over 15 lakh diyas on the eve of Diwali. Festival of Lights, Diwali, being celebrated across the country today. Deep depression over Bay of Bengal intensifies into cyclonic storm Sitrang to make landfall at Bangladesh coast tomorrow morning. Boris Johnson decides not to contest for UK Prime Minister's post. Rishi Sunak moves a step closer to becoming Britain's next Prime Minister. India beat arch-rivals Pakistan by 4 wickets in T20 World Cup in a nail-biting finish at Melbourne. Prime Minister Narendra Modi lauds India's well-fought victory over Pakistan, makes special mention of Virat Kohli for his spectacular innings. And teenager Aman Sehrawat becomes first Indian wrestler to win gold medal at the Under-23 World Wrestling Championship in Spain. For quick news updates round the clock, follow us on Twitter at AIR News Alerts.
कंपटीशन की अगर आप कर रहे हैं तैयारी तो उनके लिए ऑल इंडिया रेडियो पर हम लाए हैं अभ्यास, एक ऐसा कार्यक्रम जिसमें आप पूछेंगे सवाल व्हाट्सएप नंबर 9289094044 पर या फिर ईमेल करेंगे abhyas.airnews@gmail.com पर और हमारे विशेषज्ञ देंगे इसका जवाब। आपका अभ्यास हमारा प्रयास।
अपने बिजनेस को बढ़ाने के लिए लीजिए आकाशवाणी का सहयोग और दीजिए उसे बुलंदियों के पंख।
आपका बिजनेस लोकल है या राष्ट्रीय, आकाशवाणी देती है उपभोक्ताओं तक पहुंचने का हर विकल्प।
और अब तो आप घर, दफ्तर या दुकान पर बैठे बैठे कर सकते हैं आकाशवाणी के किसी भी केंद्र के लिए विज्ञापनों की बुकिंग।
आकाशवाणी के विभिन्न चैनलों पर विज्ञापन देना सुलभ और सस्ता।
बुकिंग है तो संपर्क करें 8700014242 पर
8700014242।
Welcome back. You're listening to Morning News. The deep depression over Bay of Bengal has intensified into cyclonic storm Sitrang. India Meteorological Department said the cyclonic storm is very likely to further intensify into a more severe one today, with wind speed reaching 90 to 100 kilometers per hour, gusting to 110 kilometers per hour. It is expected to cross Bangladesh coast between Tinkona Island and Sandweep tomorrow morning. IMD said the storm will mainly impact the Sundarbans over the Bay of Bengal. The main affected area will be the Sundarbans in the coastal areas of North and South 24 Parganas districts of West Bengal and in Bangladesh. Isolated heavy rain is very likely over Arunachal Pradesh, Assam, Meghalaya, Mizoram and Tripura from today. The NDRF has made its teams available to the states and additional teams are also being kept in readiness. Rescue and relief teams of the Army and Navy along with ships and aircrafts have been kept ready on standby. National Crisis Management Committee chaired by Cabinet Secretary Rajiv Gauba on Friday reviewed preparedness measures of the states and central agencies. He stressed that preventive and precautionary measures should be taken by the concerned authorities of state and UT governments and concerned central agencies. In a surprise move, former British Prime Minister Boris Johnson announced that he will not run for the post of UK's Prime Minister, despite having been overwhelmed with calls for him to join the race. In a statement last night, Mr. Johnson said he is standing aside in the interest of the unity of the party, despite being well positioned to deliver another Conservative victory in the 2024 general election. As a result of Johnson's decision, Rishi Sunak has moved one step closer to becoming Britain's first Indian origin Prime Minister. Johnson had the public support of around 59 Tory MPs, including some high-profile cabinet members. Now it remains to be seen how that support will be divided between Rishi Sunak, who has around 144 supporters, and Penny Mordaunt, who has around 23 declared supporters. It is now almost certain that a 2-member shortlist will be drawn up by 2 p.m. local time today. In the event that party MPs unite behind a single candidate, most likely Sunak will become Tory leader and Prime Minister by this evening.
Indian-born British writer Salman Rushdie, who was stabbed around 12 times during an event in August while he was about to deliver a lecture in New York State, is battling with critical injuries and has lost eyesight in one eye. His agent has revealed. In an interview with the Spanish newspaper El Pai, Salman's literary agent Andrew Wild said that the 75-year-old's injuries were profound and he has lost sight of one eye. Rushdie also has nearly 15 wounds in his chest and torso, the agent informed the paper. It remains unclear if the author was in the hospital even now, as the agent refused to give out the details of his current whereabouts. The author of Midnight Children was stabbed on August 12th in midst of a packed amphitheatre. The incident occurred just days ahead of the publication of his new book, Victory City. Over the past 75 years since independence, India's largest public service broadcaster, All India Radio, has been the proverbial storyteller for crores of people across the country. All India Radio is celebrating 75 years of freedom with a series, Azad Bharat Ki Baat, Akashwani Ke Saath. It showcases the journey of India since independence in various walks of life through the storytelling of All India Radio. In today's episode, we bring you the story of Namami Gange program, a national mission for clean Ganga.
The river traverses a course of more than 2,500 kilometers through the plains of north and eastern India. The headwaters of the Ganga, called the Bhagirathi, are fed by the Gangotri glacier and joined by the Alaknanda at Dev Prayag in Uttarakhand. At Haridwar, Ganga emerges from the mountains to the plains. The Ganga is joined by many tributaries from the Himalayas, a few of them being major rivers such as the Yamuna, the Ghaghara, the Gandak and the Kosi. The Ganga basin, which also extends into parts of Nepal, China and Bangladesh, accounts for 26% of India's land mass. The Ganga also serves as one of India's holiest rivers, whose cultural and spiritual significance transcends the boundaries of the basin. Is a program envisioned by Prime Minister Narendra Modi to integrate the efforts to clean and protect the Ganga River in a comprehensive manner. The government is focusing on involving people living on the banks of the river to attain sustainable results.
नमामि गंगे मिशन के तहत ही गंगा जी पर सैकड़ों घाटों का सुंदरीकरण ये किया जा रहा है और गंगा विहार के लिए आधुनिक रिवर फ्रंट के निर्माण का कार्य भी किया जा रहा है। हरिद्वार में तो रिवर फ्रंट बनकर तैयार है। अब गंगा म्यूजियम के बनने से यहाँ का आकर्षण और अधिक बढ़ जाएगा। ये म्यूजियम हरिद्वार आने वाले पर्यटकों के लिए गंगा से जुड़ी विरासत को समझने का एक माध्यम बनने वाला है। अब नमामि गंगे अभियान को एक नए स्तर पर ले जाया जा रहा है। गंगा जी की स्वच्छता के अलावा अब गंगा से सटे पूरे क्षेत्र की अर्थव्यवस्था और पर्यावरण के विकास पर भी फोकस है।
It is being operated under the Department of Water Resources, River Development and Ganga Rejuvenation, Ministry of Jal Shakti. It has a 20,000 crore rupees centrally funded, non-lapsable corpus and consists of nearly 288 projects. The main pillars of the program are sewage treatment infrastructure, riverfront development, river surface cleaning, biodiversity, afforestation, public awareness, and industrial effluent monitoring.
Azad Bharat Ki Baat, Akashwani Ke Saath can be accessed on @AIR News Alerts on Twitter, News on AIR official YouTube channel, News on AIR app, Facebook and Instagram handles. So tune in to All India Radio News for Azad Bharat Ki Baat, Akashwani Ke Saath.
In cricket, India beat arch-rival Pakistan by 4 wickets at Melbourne Cricket Ground in Australia in a nail-biting finish in T20 World Cup last night. India reached the target of 160 runs on the last ball of the match after the loss of 6 wickets.
What a game we've had. Nawaz, what have you got, Nawaz? Ashwin goes over, clears the infield. India win a famous win. You look at all the great wins over the years, and I think you'll find very, very few to compare with this one. This game was gone. Virat Kohli pulled it back. What a champion. This must be heartbreaking for Pakistan. But Smithy, down there must be absolute pandemonium.
Virat Kohli stole the show with his swashbuckling knock of 82 off 53 balls, which helped India to register an emphatic win. Kohli was declared player of the match for his knock. It was R. Ashwin who hit the winning stroke. Earlier, India won the toss and opted to field. For India, both Arshdeep Singh and Hardik Pandya took 3 wickets each. With this win, India is at top of Group 2 with 2 points. Meanwhile, star Indian batter Virat Kohli surpassed legendary cricketer Sachin Tendulkar to register the most 50-plus scores at ICC events yesterday. The star Indian batter accomplished his 24th 50-plus score to surpass Sachin's total of 23 during his side's Super 12 match against Pakistan at the ongoing ICC T20 World Cup 2022 at Melbourne Cricket Ground. In his 26 matches at ICC Cricket World Cup events, Kohli has scored 1,030 runs at an average of 46.81. In his 22 matches and 20 innings at ICC T20 World Cup, Virat has scored 927 runs at an average of 84.27. He is the third highest run scorer in tournament history behind West Indies legend Chris Gayle and Mahela Jayawardene of Sri Lanka. On the other hand, Sachin has scored 2,278 runs in 45 World Cup matches across 44 innings at an average of 56.95. 6 tons and 15 50s have come out of his bat with a best of 152. He is the leading scorer in tournament history. In Champions Trophy, Sachin has scored 441 runs in 16 matches at an average of 36.75 in 14 innings. Overall, Sachin has scored 2,719 in his 61 matches at ICC events. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has hailed India's victory in a nail-biting match against Pakistan in T20 World Cup at Melbourne. In a tweet, Mr. Modi said the India team bagged a well-fought victory. The Prime Minister also lauded Virat Kohli for his spectacular innings and said he demonstrated remarkable tenacity. Mr. Modi also extended his best wishes for the games ahead. Home Minister Amit Shah has congratulated the Indian cricket team for its victory over Pakistan, calling it a perfect way to start the T20 World Cup. He lauded Virat Kohli's performance. Defence Minister Rajnath Singh praised the phenomenal effort by Team India against Pakistan in Melbourne. He said Virat Kohli played one of the finest innings of his life. He added that this victory has delighted all Indian cricket fans around the world. Youth Affairs and Sports Minister Anurag Thakur said that on the eve of Deepavali, the win of Indian cricket team is a gift to the nation, where every house is illuminated with the diya of victory. He lauded the performance of Virat Kohli. He added that Team India World Cup campaign has begun with a brilliant win.
In wrestling, teenager Aman Sehrawat made history as he became the first Indian wrestler to win gold medal at the Under-23 World Wrestling Championships in Pontevedra, Spain. The 16-year-old Aman Sehrawat beat junior European silver medalist Ahmed Doman of Turkey 12-4 in the final to win the gold. Olympic medalists Bajrang Punia and Ravikumar Dahiya had made the final in their categories in previous editions, but could only win the silver medal. Aman Sehrawat won gold at the Under-23 Asian Championships and silver at the Under-20 Asian Championships earlier this year. India finished with 6 medals, 1 gold, 1 silver and 4 bronze at the Under-23 World Wrestling Championships 2022. Sajan Bhanwala became the first Greco-Roman wrestler from India to win a medal, a bronze, at the Under-23 World Wrestling Championships before Vikas and Nitesh followed suit. In shooting, India won silver medal in the women's 25-meter pistol team event and bronze medal in the men's 50-meter rifle 3 positions 3P at the ISSF World Championships in Cairo, Egypt yesterday. With this win, India ended their Paris 2024 Olympics quota quest at 2 from the championships. Their tally now stands at 12 gold, 9 silver and 13 bronze medals. The women's 25-meter pistol team comprising Rhythm Sangwan, Manu Bhakar and Abhindya Ashok Patil first qualified for the top 8 stage with a 6th place finish in stage 1 of qualification where they totaled 873. Ukraine topped the stage with 880. They then came second with a combined effort of 443 in stage 2, with China topping with 444, setting up a gold medal clash with the Indians.
And now let's take a look at the weather across the country today. National capital Delhi will have a mainly clear sky. The temperature will hover between 15 and 31 degrees Celsius. Mumbai is likely to have a mainly clear sky. Temperature will vary between 23 and 35 degrees Celsius. Kolkata will have a generally cloudy sky with few spells of rain or thunder showers. Minimum temperature was 23, while maximum will be around 29 degrees Celsius. Chennai is expected to have thunderstorm with rain. The temperature will hover between 25 and 33 degrees Celsius. Jammu and Muzaffarabad will have a mainly clear sky, while Srinagar will also have a mainly clear sky, but it will become partly cloudy towards the afternoon or evening. Leh will have a mainly clear sky as well. Temperature will vary between -3 and 13 degrees Celsius, while Gilgit will have a partly cloudy sky. In the south, Hyderabad will have a partly cloudy sky with haze. The temperature will hover between 18 and 28 degrees Celsius. Bengaluru will have fog or mist in the morning and partly cloudy sky later. Temperature will vary between 17 and 28 degrees Celsius. Thiruvananthapuram will have a generally cloudy sky with few spells of rain or thunder showers. The temperature will hover between 24 and 32 degrees Celsius. In the northeast, Guwahati, Shillong, Aizawl and Kohima will have a generally cloudy sky with continuous rain.
And now an overview of today's newspapers. Dailies have also noticed the Prime Minister's visit to the holy city of Ayodhya. The Asian Age headlines, Government guided by Ram Rajya ideals, says PM. Kerala Governor asks 9 VCs to quit by 11:30 a.m. today, writes The Pioneer. Governor Arif Mohammad Khan issued the order after Supreme Court annulled the appointment of M.S. Rajshri as Vice-Chancellor of the APJ Abdul Kalam Technological University. The Economic Times writes, after 2 restive years, pricey goods push festive sales. ISRO's historic maiden commercial flight puts 36 satellites in orbit, writes The Statesman. Hindustan Times notes, Sunak leads Prime Minister's race ahead of the key UK vote. And finally, Virat Hardik light up Diwali as Team India sparkles against Pakistan, writes the Hindu Business Line, while the Asian Age carries a picture of an overwhelmed Kohli with the caption, Virat does magic, India defeat Pakistan in T20 World Cup.
And now, before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. Prime Minister Narendra Modi reviews construction work of Ram Temple in Ayodhya, says Lord Ram is inspiration behind Sabka Saath, Sabka Vikas. Ayodhya sets Guinness World Record by lighting over 15 lakh diyas on the eve of Diwali. Festival of Lights, Diwali being celebrated across the country today. Deep depression over Bay of Bengal intensifies into cyclonic storm Citrang to make landfall at Bangladesh coast tomorrow morning. Boris Johnson decides not to contest for UK Prime Minister's post. Rishi Sunak moves a step closer to become Britain's next Prime Minister. India beat arch-rival Pakistan by 4 wickets in T20 World Cup in a nail-biting finish at Melbourne. Prime Minister Narendra Modi lauds India's well-fought victory over Pakistan, makes special mention of Virat Kohli for his spectacular innings. And teenager Aman Sehrawat becomes first Indian wrestler to win gold medal at Under-23 World Wrestling Championships in Spain. And with that, we end the morning news. Have a great day.